Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping by on the channel. Today, we're going to talk about affordability and what the average American family or household or individual needs to make in order to comfortably afford a home in today's real estate market. We're going to go over also some of the cities where you can make a little bit less and still afford. And we're going to go over some of the cities where you better make a lot of money if you want to afford a home and live comfortably. So, here we go. Home buyers, and this link is in the description on the video, so you can check that out there, read the whole article. But it talks about how home buyers today need to earn $47,000 more than they did in 2020 in order to comfortably afford a home, buy a home in today's standards. That is an 80% increase from where we were just a short 4 years ago. Now, housing costs have soared. Obviously, the pandemic, things went haywire for 2 straight years. Rates were at all-time low. Now we've seen rates climb back up. Inflation has hit. People are waiting on rates to come back down. Some are going ahead and buying and then refinancing later. Others are still sitting on the sidelines. But here's the thing: wages have not kept up with the spike in the home prices, and the home prices haven't come back down just because of high rates. In fact, from 2023 to 2024, we've seen a 6% approximately increase or appreciation in home values. So home values are actually doing the opposite of what some people or many people may seem to think. Other things that are happening: house hacking. People are trying to buy homes together or shared ownership or fractional ownership. They're doing things with family members and so forth, trying to figure out just how can I get into this and buy a home and have home ownership. The other thing, while rent may or not be cheaper depending on the market, it still isn't down to where it makes things all of a sudden drastically more affordable. So people, just from a living perspective, are in a tough spot right now. So let's go over some of these cities and where it's cheaper to live, where it's more expensive to live. So here, the little section of this article is: where is a home most and least affordable? And this is according to Zillow and some of the research that they've done. So we'll start off with the most affordable, where you can make the lowest income and still live comfortably. So the metro areas that it brings up: Pittsburgh is number one. So you only need about $58,000 annually to afford a home. Memphis comes in at number two, followed by Cleveland, New Orleans, and then Birmingham, Alabama at 74,000, just over $74,000 to comfortably afford a home in that metro area. Now let's look at the flip side. Where does it cost the most? Where does your dollar fall the shortest in terms of trying to find a home to comfortably live in? So we start off with the cheapest out of this group is Seattle, Washington. But listen to this number: you have to make almost $214,000 to comfortably buy a home and live in Seattle, Washington. That's followed up closely by San Diego, which is 273,000. Los Angeles right behind them at 279. Then the final two, still in California, shocking, I know. San Francisco, 339,000, and San Jose, you've got to make $454,000 to live comfortably. Think about that. Like, that's $46,000 shy of a half million to comfortably buy a home in that metro area. So check out the article. It's some interesting data and talking about the crazy spike that has happened over the last 4 years and how wages haven't kept up. Then you tack on all the inflation and things going on in the economy. Home prices have risen 42%, over 42% during that window, and they didn't slow down. To people, maybe they're shocked, but they didn't slow down, or home prices didn't slow down. Values didn't slow down from 23 to 24. And with the Feds maybe expecting to cut rates, they will at some point, maybe just not as often as they first anticipated in the fourth quarter of last year. They still will, I think, at some point in this calendar year. It's going to continue to drive the demand further and further. So thanks for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow, comment, DM, whatever you got. Follow me on the other socials that you can see up here in the corner at This Chat Is Real. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.